boy, Bradbury FX. So I want to give you a breakdown of one of the trades I took yesterday. On US30. Gave me around 1 to 54 RR. So just to give you a breakdown on what I was viewing. If you check the immediate structure, here we can see the US30 is in a bearish move. That can be evidenced by this one here. You can see we've been trending downwards. So when the market approached this zone, you can see we had multiple breakout structures. Let me go to 1 hour. If you can see, we had a market breakout structure here, the second one, third one, even the fourth one. I believe you all know, for every stretch, we need to see some pullback, stretch, pullback, stretch. That is how the market moves. So when I saw this stretch in a bullish, which made a couple of BOS, I was expecting for a reversal at this point here. That is on Tuesday 21st. You can see the week here. Again, as per my strategy, I expect to see reversals or continuations on Tuesday or Wednesday. So if you check the day I took this trade, it was yesterday on Tuesday, which perfectly aligned with my strategy. So that was my point of interest. You can see the market came and tapped to it, narrowed down to 15 minutes. The market tapped to it on a Monday at around 10 to 12 there. Reason why I didn't take any trade here, I expect or I will tend to take my trades on Tuesdays or Wednesday. So this one, it taps to my point of interest, yes, but the timing was not as per my strategy. So I didn't take any trade there. And then secondly, I was seeing some form of Wyckoff second schematic distribution. You have the preliminary supply automatically, and also if you check the Wyckoff schematic, the second schematic, we don't necessarily need to see a U-turn. So that's what was happening. I had an imaginary distribution here. So when Tuesday came, Tuesday started somewhere. This was the start of Tuesday. I was keenly watching at the price action and to mark my point of interest. At some point, I was interested in this order block here, and again, that was to align with the time of day. I was interested in this order block here. Market came there, but never reached that OB. So I was keenly watching. I was waiting for my timing. That is 9:30 to 11. So you can see when the market came here, it was around 4. Again, it neared my point of interest, but the timing was not as per my strategy. So I calmed down. I was still actively watching the market structure. Then when 9, this is the 9 candle, 9 a.m. candle, I was watching the market there, but again I saw something interesting. We'll narrow down to 3 minutes. If you can see on the 3 minutes, you are seeing some form of inside a distribution. If you can see here, this the market reacted. We had some form of liquidity in form of trend line, so forth. Then we got a break of that trend line. It sold up. So if there were traders who are using the retail concept, a break of trend, they're expecting to buy somewhere here on a retest. Don't know with their stop loss, let's say somewhere there, they were stopped out. So I was keenly watching this, but again I saw there was ton of liquidity up here, which were taken out. You can see here we had an eye there, which was a liquidity pool. It was wicked out at around 4. I was still keenly watching. Then it is that move that broke the structure. You can see a small structure break down here. So I narrowed down my point of interest to somewhere here, to this OB. Again, I was waiting for the time of day. My entries are at around 9 to 11 or 9:30 to 11. So if you check the price after the break of structure, let's go to our 1 minute. Then for you to get to achieve the IRR, you need to make your entries or to narrow them to a lower time frame. So my thought process during this time, I can see there was a ton of liquidity here, but they were taken. So in my mind, I knew that the market was not to pass here. What drives the market is the liquidity, guys. So again, I saw an internal liquidity grab, meaning I now narrowed down my POI from there to this OB. As you can see, liquidity was taken here, and then after that we saw an internal break of structure, which later led to this break of structure. So my point of interest was now this order block. That was now my point of interest. I was keenly watching or waiting for the time of day. That was the New York Open. You can see the market came there at exactly 9 a.m. It mitigated that order block, ranged a little bit, and then melted down, led to another break of structure. So what I did there, I took a trade there with the stop loss, with a stop loss. This was my first trade because I had a pending order there. That was my first trade. But again, when I saw this week's emotions jumped over me, and I closed the whole position. I saw these weeks and I closed the position, which was very bad. I was waiting for the 10 a.m. So after closing those positions here, I wanted to get in big. After the market tapped into our OB, you can see it melted, which led to a break of structure. So I narrowed down my second POI, or my second point of interest, this order block here. Again, you can see it, and above it there were two options. If you can see, there was a point of interest. One of them was here. You can see this week here, that order block, that was one of them. And then the most extreme one was the second one. So some of you might ask, why did I ignore this and take the extreme one? From the previous video, I explained whenever we have an OB or a point of interest here, and above it we have imbalance, we will ignore or assume the first OB and use the extreme one. You can see above this we had an imbalance, so that one invalid. Sorry, my lights are off. So when the market approached, sorry for the delay, my lights went off, but we are back. So I left a point where I was saying we ignored the first OB and we are to use the second one. If I just zoom in, you can see we had above this OB, we had an imbalance from here to here. You can see there's an imbalance as from here. So we expected to see the imbalance being filled before the price could move. So my entry, I entered at this wick here or below that order block, and my stop loss was on the immediate significant eye, which was here. You can see that's where my stop loss was. If you check the trade, and if you have any question, just put a comment below, or you can check me on Instagram. I'll be more than willing to answer or assist you. So you can see from the top-down analysis I've done, you know why I took the entry, you know the timing I was looking for, and you know why I had my stop loss, why it was. So this one was a 1 to 54 RR, and I want to tell you why I was targeting, or why my TP was here. So just the way I explained in the previous video, my take profit are based on one, the time of day. Majorly 80% of it I'll take my profits because of the time of day. Or alternative, if the RR was pleasant like this one, you can see the trade was taken. I took the trade at around 10 in the morning, so I will be willing to take my stop loss on the following day, which is to be on Wednesday, at around 3. That is as per my strategy. So if you check here, this is where I took my TP. But if I was to go as per my plan, on Wednesday, market open, that is somewhere. So if I was to if I was to stick to that, I would have increased my RR somewhere here. It would have increased. But I took my TP there, and I'll tell you why. If you come on the 1 hour, for that stretch, generally we are in a uptrend because we've seen this multiple break of structure. But I based my take profit. If you can see, my target was this, the Friday's lows. That's where I was targeting, but I had to check a significant area. And if you just zoom below this, we had this order block which was violated and turned to a breaker block. So my TP was just at that breaker block, which also coincided or aligned with at least 50% of this 1 hour imbalance. So that's why I took my take profit. You can see, guys, that is a 1 to 54 RR. I'll share with you the screenshots. I believe I had screenshots of these. Where will I get them? Let me share with you the screenshot. I'll try and tag the screenshot. If you can see, here's the screenshot. You can see that was my entry, and this is where I took my TP. I just took a screenshot before I took my TP. So till next time, guys, don't forget to subscribe and like. It will help me with the YouTube algo. And in case of any question, I'll put the link to my Instagram. Just DM me. I'll answer all your questions if I'll be in a position to do that. So till next time, guys. Cheers.